In today's video, we're continuing our journey through Wonder Woman's universe and exploring the greatest enemies she's ever faced. Get ready to discover the darkest minds and powers that have challenged Diana throughout her story. If you haven't seen part 1 yet, don't worry. The link is right here in the card above and in the video description for you to check out. So, do you have a favorite villain? Leave a comment and share it with us. Let's see which one of these baddies truly deserves the win. Now, without further ado, let's get started. Max Lord. Max Lord is a more recent villain who gained attention for his ability to manipulate people's minds. A businessman and secret agent, he has the power to control the perception and actions of heroes, distorting reality for his own purposes. His persuasion skills make him a constant threat, as he can turn allies against Wonder Woman and even control powerful beings like Superman. His biggest confrontation with Diana happened during the Identity Crisis, where he manipulated heroes and forced Diana into making tough decisions, testing her morality. He was responsible for moments of intense emotional tension for the heroine, pushing her psychological and physical limits. With his complex schemes and relentless manipulations, Max Lord is one of Wonder Woman's most dangerous villains, always able to turn the battle in his favor, whether with his mental powers or his devious strategies. Hypnota. Hypnota is an expert in mind manipulation, and her hypnosis skills are so powerful that she can completely control her victims' minds, forcing them to act against their own will. Using brainwashing techniques, Hypnota can bend even heroes like Diana to her will, turning physical battles into complex psychological confrontations. With her piercing gaze and sharp psychic powers, she doesn't just control the minds of her enemies, but also exploits their emotional weaknesses. Hypnota is a master at manipulating thoughts and emotions, creating scenarios where her victims face internal dilemmas, forcing them to make difficult and often traumatic decisions. Her ability to reprogram Diana's mind makes her a unique and dangerous adversary, challenging not only Wonder Woman's body, but also her psychological resilience. In their battles, Hypnota keeps the heroine in a constant state of mental conflict, making every encounter with her a true psychological war. Aresia. Aresia is a fierce follower of Ares, the god of war, and she has a twisted view of female supremacy. She believes the world should be ruled by women, and to make that happen, she's willing to eliminate all men from Earth, including heroes like Diana herself. With her fanatic ideology, Aresia poses a unique threat to Wonder Woman. Her belief that women should dominate men puts her in direct conflict with Diana, who, while a defender of equality, cannot allow anyone, whether female or male, to impose their rule through violence and oppression. On top of her extremist beliefs, Aresia is a highly skilled fighter, with superhuman strength and great proficiency with weapons. Her connection to Ares also gives her considerable power, making her a formidable adversary, willing to do anything to see her ideologies implemented. Grail. Grail is the daughter of Darkseid and the Amazon Marina, the Black, and one of the most brutal enemies Wonder Woman has ever faced. Representing the relentless strength and brutality of the new gods, Grail is unbeatable in physical combat, making her a unique threat to Diana. Her superhuman strength, combined with near indestructible endurance, puts her on par with some of the most powerful threats Wonder Woman has ever fought. Throughout her battles with Wonder Woman, Grail has shown not only her impressive physical strength, but also her strategic combat skills. She is relentless, attacking without hesitation, and with her unwavering loyalty to Darkseid, she becomes one of Diana's greatest challenges. Her mission is clear: to subjugate and destroy Diana's resistance in the name of her master, Darkseid. While Grail doesn't have mystical powers or supernatural abilities like other villains, her raw strength and ability to fight non-stop make her a formidable opponent. Her confrontation with Diana tested not only the heroine's physical endurance, but also her ability to withstand colossal forces without giving in. Before we continue, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next villains. Come on, it's quick. Already liked and subscribed? Alright, let's keep going. Hecate. Hecate is the goddess of magic and one of the most formidable villains Wonder Woman has ever faced. With her vast mastery over sorcery, she represents a supernatural threat that challenges Diana not just physically, but magically as well. To Hecate, Diana is an obstacle in her magical plans, someone who needs to be overcome in order to achieve her dark goals. Her ability to control mystical forces and cast powerful spells makes her an almost invincible opponent. Hecate isn't just a warrior. She's a manipulator of the magical forces that govern the universe, making her a tough adversary to defeat. She can use magic to distort reality, alter the course of events, and even create mystical weapons that can challenge Wonder Woman's own powers. In addition to her magical strength, Hecate also has a calculating mind, always staying ahead of her enemies in terms of strategy. Her connection to the arcane arts makes her a villain who demands not only Diana's physical strength, but also her mental and spiritual resilience, as she constantly threatens to destabilize the heroine with powerful spells and enchantments. Firstborn. Firstborn is the forgotten son of Zeus, a brutally powerful being who, after being abandoned by the gods, seeks revenge against his own parents and the mortal world. His anger toward Zeus and the other gods transforms him into an unstoppable destructive force, directly threatening the divine order itself. His goal is to destroy the lineage of the Olympian gods and replace them in an unrelenting quest for power. With his superhuman strength and unmatched abilities, Firstborn is capable of challenging even the Olympians themselves. His raw power is on par with the mightiest gods, and his thirst for revenge makes him a relentless enemy. During his battles with Wonder Woman, he showed extraordinary resilience and brutality that tested Diana in ways she never imagined. In addition to his overwhelming physical strength, Firstborn has great strategic intelligence and an insatiable hunger for vengeance. He doesn't just fight with his powers, but also manipulates situations to his advantage, making him an even more formidable threat. His confrontation with Diana is a battle where the heroine not only has to fight his strength, but also the very ideology of destruction that Firstborn represents. Decay? Decay is a monstrous creature created by Ares, the god of war, with a terrible power, the ability to decompose anything she touches. Her grotesque appearance and destructive power make her one of the most bizarre and powerful threats Wonder Woman has ever faced. When unleashed in battle, Decay can destroy structures, living beings, and even the life force of her victims, making her a walking nightmare. Her main role in her first appearance was to be used as a weapon to destroy the Amazons and put Diana in a position of extreme vulnerability. Decay's ability to decompose matter on contact makes her an opponent who can physically defeat Diana without even needing great combat skills. In addition to her decomposition power, Decay is also an extremely intelligent creature, capable of strategizing to defeat her opponents. The combination of her devastating power and intelligence places her in a class of her own when it comes to villains, forcing Wonder Woman to fight not just against her strength, but also against her ability to cause destruction on a massive scale. Silver Swan. Silver Swan is a tragic villain whose story begins with an ordinary woman, Vanessa Capitelis, who was turned into a powerful enemy of Diana. After being exposed to experimental technology, Vanessa gains incredible sonic powers, but is consumed by deep envy and hatred for Wonder Woman. Her transformation leads her to lose her own identity, taking on the form of Silver Swan, an adversary with devastating power. Her main ability is the power to emit ultrasonic screams, capable of destroying entire cities. These screams are so powerful that they don't just cause physical destruction, but also generate a sense of fear and chaos around her. Silver Swan can use her powers to destabilize the confidence and nerves of her enemies, putting Diana in a situation of extreme vulnerability. Although her powers make her a considerable threat, Silver Swan's story is marked by tragedy. She didn't choose to become a villain. She was a victim of manipulation and transformation. Her fight against Wonder Woman isn't just physical, but emotional as well, since Vanessa, at her core, is still battling her inner demons and the loss of who she once was. Medusa. Medusa is one of the deadliest creatures in Greek mythology, and her presence in Wonder Woman's universe makes her one of Diana's greatest challenges. With her petrifying gaze, Medusa has the ability to turn any living being into stone with just a look. She's not just a physical threat, but also an unbeatable force in battles where Diana has to be extremely careful not to be defeated by a simple mistake. Medusa carries a deep desire for revenge against the gods who cursed her and turned her into a gorgon. Her anger and quest for personal justice make her even more dangerous, as she fights not only against Diana, but also against a divine system that left her on the fringes. Every encounter with Medusa is an epic battle, where Diana faces not just an enemy, but a creature driven by hatred and vengeance. In addition to her petrifying gaze, Medusa has a unique ability to control the snakes that accompany her as an extension of her power. These snakes make the fight against her even more lethal, as they are as treacherous as Medusa herself. Her strength and intelligence make her one of the most iconic villains and one of the greatest challenges for Wonder Woman. So, which Wonder Woman villain did you like the most? Leave your comment, and if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button. Now go ahead and check out our video on Batman's plans to defeat the Justice League, which is showing on the final screen.